Good morning.
Good morning.
What are you making?
I'm making a duck eggs burrito.
A duck egg burrito?
Called egg and eggs
Breakfast. Oh, a duck egg breakfast burrito. Okay.
So you're gonna need some eggs. You can have as many eggs you want. A tortilla.
A tortilla.
Mine is ripped, but that's okay.
What else you can put in there?
Cheese.
Cheese.
And if you want, I usually don't do it, but
Sausage.
sausage, yeah.
All right.
But right.
You got it all done?
Yep.
Oh wow, look at that. All that cheese and some fresh duck eggs from our ducks. All right, give us a taste test. Let us know what it tastes like, if it's any good.
Okay. So, I actually like this, but you can also cook the cheese.
Oh, you can get it all more melty? How is it?
I just got the taco.
You only got the tortilla? That's funny.
Here we
Put
go.
some egg in there. How's the egg?
I haven't gotten to it.
Yum. They're really good. So this is my breakfast. It is a chocolate chia seed pudding. It's only got, I think, 5 ingredients in it. I got this from the recipe from Creating Essence. I'll put a link to her channel in the description below. But it's really good. It's the first time I ever made it. And it is delicious with some berries on top. Absolutely loving it. And it's not real sweet. So, and gluten-free, dairy-free, egg-free. It's really good if anybody's got some allergies. It does have almond milk in it though, so it does have a nut-based product in it. But it's really good. It is foggy and cold. 33 degrees right now. We gotta get everybody fed. They're all looking at me like, come on lady. I was a little slow on getting out here this morning. Wasn't looking forward to going out in the cold. Good morning, Holly. Good morning. Good morning, ducks. Okay, and some chickens. Oh, it is chilly, chilly, chilly out. So I'm gonna go ahead and feed the chickens, and we're currently supplementing their feed a little bit with a flock raiser, or no, a chick starter. Sorry, with a chick starter because we've got quite a few of them molting. So that just a little bit of extra protein to help them as they grow their new feathers back. So this is Lucy and Ricardo, my silver duckwing game hen. Well, they're Old English. And she's actually, looks like she's molting a little bit right now. But she hasn't been given any eggs, so I'd say that would be why. And we'll do some more hatching of eggs of hers in the spring when she's back to laying again. This is our mixed layer flock. There is, I don't know, I think it's about 20 birds or so that are in here. Barred rocks, black sex lynx, golden comets. I think 1 or 2 buff Orpingtons, a couple of Easter eggers, and if you look, there's several of them that are looking a little, that's a little game hen cross over there, and a blue splash Marin, and they're both molting right now. What are you guys talking about? What? I already gave you your food. I have no idea, but sometimes I think they have a duck convention because they just sit here and they twitter back and forth, moving their heads. I have no idea what they're fussing about. It's really funny. I love Muscovy ducks. They're just so funny. So personable. Make sure you count how many flakes you're putting in, honey. It's filling up the slow feeders for the horses. So this is our goat food, which we use. It's a kid goat feed, but actually it's a meat producer, so it's made for Boer goats. And we don't give a whole lot of grain, but they do get. You know what? I'd have to weigh it again to remember how much it is. We weigh it out for the 7 goats that are in there, and we also add just a small amount of black wool sunflower seeds and a little bit of alfalfa pellets. And the alfalfa pellets, part of that reason is because we do have pregnant goats, and we want that calcium in there. So we don't have alfalfa hay, which is really good for goats, but we've got one doe that will be kidding soon, and then we've got 2 that are bred and 1 that's going for a late breeding, so that the black wool sunflower seeds and the alfalfa pellets are good for them. The other thing that we also use is a goat mineral. Now you could put it out free choice. I've done that, but mine just waste it. This one's made by Mana Pro, and you want to check the copper levels in it. This one had a higher level of copper, and we've got a real deficiency of copper in our area, so I wanted a higher level of copper in it. And what I do is I just grab a small handful every morning and throw it in their feed, and then I mix it in, and then when they eat, they'll lick a little bit of it up. They don't always eat all of it, but for some reason they tend to eat it better out of the feed pans when I feed than if I was just to feed it by itself. Good morning. Get down. Riley, down. Great Pyrenees are not known for... Yeah, I know. I see you. Get down. Thank you. Huh? You're going inside. Why? Everybody's enjoying their breakfast. Well, maybe she will. Hang on. That's Sadie. Sadie's the newer livestock guardian, and she doesn't have the biggest appetite. So, I mean, her weight looks okay, but she's just not a real big eater. So hopefully that'll get better. She's been here for about 3 weeks, so she's starting to settle in pretty good. And Beatrice is expecting, and we're waiting for her to show signs that she's ready to deliver her babies. She is a Nubian and I believe Toggenburg cross. And she's right around, she's 2 or a little over 2 years old. She's massive. So we've been just keeping an eye. She's going to be a first freshener. We've just been keeping an eye on her udder, which she hasn't really developed one yet. Her belly's dropped just a little, and her teeth are a little more noticeable. Before you couldn't see them, but she still doesn't have an udder yet. And, but we'll see. We're excited to see what her babies look like. She's bred to a registered Nubian buck that has some really nice bloodlines. So we're super excited to see what her babies look like. She's actually kind of, a very good friend of mine and I own her together. We rescued her together. So we just decided that we both owned her. She's both of ours. She stayed at her house. It's her buck that we brought her to. And she's over here. She went to fair. My kids showed her at fair. And then she's going to stay here until she kids and probably until babies are weaned. and I get choice of a baby, and then she'll go and stay with my friend's house at my friend's house from then on, and be her goat, and I'll keep one of the babies. And then so hopefully she has a doeling, because I'm looking for having a milk goat in the future, and if not, we'll sell the babies and we'll try again. But we'll see. We're super excited. We can't wait to see what her babies are going to look like. But that is Beatrice. And Miss Athena, the red goat that just went by, and she does not have a worm problem. If you look at her coat, she has a what's called fleecing. So she gets almost like a fleecy Angora looking coat as the winter comes. And I've copper bolused her, and she's been wormed, and her fecals are clear. So it's just a fleecing. It's just how her coat grows. But she's not pregnant. She was in with a buck, but we actually found out she was younger than we were originally told. So she's actually just at a year old. So she was probably too young to take when she was put in with the buck. So we're going to be sending her off for a late breeding here shortly, probably within the next week. And you know, Miss Annabelle is growing, and she is an Alpine Boer cross. Look at that belly. Look at that belly. And she's doing amazing. When I got her, her mama had died. She was 2 months old. And, you know, she's about 4 months old now. But her mama had died suddenly. The owner didn't know why. And he was going to be going out of town, so he couldn't really mess with the baby. Wasn't going to be available to do that. So he offered it to me, and I took her home, and she was sick. She had a fever. She had a moderate barber pole worm count, which is unusual for a young goat, and was slightly anemic. Now her eye color looks awesome. You know, she eats really well, obviously, and she's just sinking cute. I mean, those ears are just to die for. I mean, look at that. Super, super cute.
If you don't have it tight against your shoulder, it's really going to hurt. Okay? Don't put your finger on the trigger yet.
It's ready.
No finger on the trigger until you're ready.
Are you ready?
Concentrate. Pull it in your shoulder. Pull it backwards.
Whenever you're ready, pull the trigger.
What'd you think about that?
Did it hurt?
No, that's a 20 gauge shotgun.
20-gauge shotgun. He shot it. He didn't.
Good job.
I did tacos and
All right, so came over to my parents' house for a visit. The kids are over in my dad's workshop with him, and we decided to check out Danielle Walker's Against All Grain Celebrations cookbook. My dad has celiac, and I have autoimmune issues, so we don't eat any grains. And what I've been wanting so bad, and what I really miss, because I can't have corn besides grains, I can't have corn, is cornbread. So this is an alternative. It's a skillet cornbread recipe, and we're gonna go ahead and try it. We've got why is it putting? I don't know why it's still in the light. And we're putting it in a hot skillet, and we got to bake it at 350. So we were so busy making sure we had all the ingredients in there and doing it the way it says to do it that I forgot to video us actually making the batter. But we'll show you guys the end result, and hopefully it turns out really super good.
Looks like you came in.
What are you guys doing?
Making bullets with Papa.
Making bullets with Papaw.
Mhm.
So exactly how do you do that?
So, I'll show you what the first thing that you gotta do is. Is first come over here. First thing you gotta do is you put the bullet in here. You pull that down.
And you're putting the cap on the bottom, right?
No, you were taking the cap that used to be on there off.
Oh,
The primer.
it's taking the old primer off.
have to
Okay, then what?
This stuff.
Yeah, but you have to spray it with this. You put it in here, and
You remove that. Okay, then
Then-
what?
so we gotta put in different one of those on for the.
Well, all the different ones are for different
Yeah.
calibers,
So,
different size bullets.
and this one is to put the.
So you put the
top on.
casing in there. And ta-da, bullet. And here's the finished product. So we're going to let it cool here for a little bit, and then we're going to give it a taste test. Doing. Well,
Hallelujah.
it looks good. It's holding up good. Oops, oops. Look at that.
It looks like cake.
Ooh.
Looks like cake.
All right, let's try it out.
Let's cut it in half. Ouch. It's really, really hot.
Ow.
We couldn't wait for the 30 minutes to be up. All right, time to taste test. It's really good. That was really good.
With the butter sauce.
Man, I can't wait to make this with chili. I'm gonna have some cornbread and chili. Well, cornbread, because there's actually no corn in the recipe.
Ham and beans.
Thank you so much for joining us on this busy Saturday. We had a wonderful day, even though it was cold this morning doing our barn chores. The sun came out. The kids had a good time spending some quality time at their grandparents' house, and we made a new recipe of a cornbread that we definitely will be making again. So again, thank you so much for stopping by. Please hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and ring that bell for notifications. Y'all have a good one.